Good morning. My name is Heidi Basch, and I am the Assistant Academic Coordinator for the Middle Eastern Studies Master's Program that is offered by TAU International. And I'm also a student who's gone through the program, so I'm very happy to share with you a little bit about the program this morning. And also after me, you'll hear from Tessa, who's another student in the program. First of all, you heard from our director, Professor Uzi Rabi, this morning about the New Middle East. And I think one of the most important things to know is that if you are able to do the master's program here at Tel Aviv University, you will have an incredible in-depth understanding of the way things work in the Middle East, how history plays into the present day all the time. I originally came to the program because I came to Israel to study from inside the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. And after a few months of doing an internship at a journal in Jerusalem, I realized that there was a lot more that I needed to know in order to really make a positive contribution to better understanding in the world. And so I found this particular program to be the perfect thing that has offered me. I have so many more questions than I used to after having gone through all of the seminars and the language studies and living in Israel and being in the region and visiting places. So specifically about the program, we're transitioning from a 2-year master's program into a 3-semester back-to-back program that in the first semester you go through 3 seminars, which sort of levels the playing field for you, that you get an overview of Islamic history, the modern Middle East, and also an understanding of states and societies in the Middle East. And then you have 6 elective seminars that you get to choose a variety of topics that are more recent, from Taliban and Al-Qaeda, from Young Turks to Erdogan. We have a very long list of seminars, and they're small classes, and you have direct access to your professor at all times. They're located in the Gilman building here on campus. And also you start your program off with a 7-week ulpan in Hebrew language, which if you really put the time into it, it gives you a really good opportunity to integrate into Israeli society and to get to know the people here and what it's like for them to live in the Middle East. And also you start with your Arabic courses in the fall semester, and you'll continue for 3 semesters. And part of the transition from the 2-year program to the 3-semester program is that in addition to a classical Arab focus, that you will be able to translate documents from Arabic. Again, if you put in the work and the time and the study effort, there's also going to be a spoken component that would hopefully encourage you to go not only into Arabic-speaking communities of Israel, but also into neighboring countries that you may find projects or internships or anything that you would like to look into. In addition, there's a very strong extracurricular component to the program that we're developing, which is lecture series, movie series, field trips to Arab-Israeli villages, and we're taking a trip to a Bedouin community in a couple months. And also in the spring, you can join the Department of Middle Eastern History here at the university. And last year I went to Tunisia with the department. In a few weeks we're going to southern Spain to understand the convergence of Islam, Christianity, and Judaism many centuries ago. And that's another opportunity for you to get to know your Israeli counterparts here. Overall, I think the program offers a wide breadth of information, and also another asset is that you have the Moshe Dayan Center and the Iranian Studies Center, which are where the research is happening, where professors who are speaking Arabic, Persian, Turkish, any language that's in the region, they're following the news in those societies, and they're really dealing with the material, and then they're offering you their knowledge, and you can help them to collect their knowledge as well. So I'm going to have Tessa speak about her experience in the program.
Okay.
Yes, you too.
Sure. Why don't we trade? Okay. Well, actually, I think Heidi did a pretty good job covering everything that we do. But speaking from personal experience, I also came into this program not with a background in Middle Eastern history, Middle Eastern studies. My background was in literature, British literature, post-colonial literature. And I realized when I was doing my master's in post-colonial literature that I didn't have the history background that I needed to discuss some of these regions the way that I wanted to. So I transferred into this program after completing my literature master's. And I've loved it for a whole number of reasons. One is the access to the professors. They are warm. Their office doors are open. We are able to attend graduate seminars, not just in English, but in Hebrew, if you have the language ability. Some of the seminars or the conferences that they offer here come with simultaneous translation. So you're able to listen in English even if the conference is taking place in Hebrew. Very prominent speakers are brought here on a regular basis. For example, a couple of weeks ago, we were able to witness a dialogue between two of the negotiators from Camp David in 2000. One was the Israeli Gilad Sher, and one was the Palestinian Fatah representative, Abu Ala. And they talked about their experience negotiating at Camp David, and they were open to audience questions, which was very interesting. What else? So I just wanted to emphasize that you don't need to come into this program feeling like because you didn't study Middle Eastern history previously that you're not going to understand anything that's going on. The first semester in particular, you get a overview of, for example, Islamic history, as Heidi mentioned, and the learning curve is very steep. But if you do the reading and you ask questions and you're curious, open-minded, you can catch up pretty quickly and feel that in a year you've really advanced to a level that you want to be at if you're interested in pursuing, for example, doctoral studies. So, thank you.